You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network. You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
Good morning, Las Vegas. All my sports bettors around the world. I'm back at you live. JB the Ticket and Vegas Scoreboard Express back at you. 107.1 FM AM 1400 KSHP right here in Las Vegas. And I've got some guys on the line with you this morning that are going to help you tell where the dogs are barking to put the cash in your pocket. My main man, Rodney Knuppel from Knuppel Sports out in Central Illinois. Good morning to you, Rodney. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on a beautiful morning for some football. Looking forward to it.
Yes, it is a beautiful morning. College football. Dogs are barking last night. We're going to give you a quick recap, and we got him on the line this morning as well. Going to be carrying throughout the entire show. My main man, Ronny B from the Rampart Casino, the king of the Rampart, dropping those hot picks each and every weekend. How you doing, Ronny?
Good morning, JB. Good morning, Vegas. It's week 4.
Week 4 college football. It's time to get that cash in the pocket. Dogs are barking. Got a great lineup for you today. Also going to be having our special guest coming in, my main man Gilly from Denver Sports Betting and Mile High Sports out in Denver. Going to be talking that Colorado game for you at the end of the show. Colorado, Baylor, NC State versus Clemson. We also got UCLA, LSU, and, of course, our flagship USC on the road at Michigan today. So we got a couple of picks for you guys to keep it locked. Put that cash in your pocket. Stay tuned here with me, JB the Ticket and Vegas Scoreboard Express. Let's get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease. Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Steiner's, the Nevada style pub, invites you to play the best tavern, keno, and video poker in Vegas. Promos are how we roll, so make the most of your gaming dollars here with us. Come play our proud partner gaming promotion, Fly Aviators Fly, and receive daily free play, bonuses, and more. With a chance to win awesome brand of prizes and big money for all the jackpots each week. It's not only great gaming that Steiner's Pub has, it's the 24 awesome rotating draft beers and Vegas' best appetizers to match. So join us in supporting your Las Vegas Aviators, Golden Knights, Lights, Aces, and the Raiders as we make history in Vegas. Steiner's, the Nevada style pub at 8410 West Cheyenne, 1750 North Buffalo, and Las Vegas Boulevard at Windmill. Steiner's, I love this place.
Yo. You're in the mix. Orioles finest. You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
That's right. All money, all sports, no bull. Back at you live. College football week 4. And I'm here to give you the picks that are going to put cash in your pocket, get you paid today. JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Follow me on Instagram at JB the Ticket. Go to my website, jbtheticket.com. I got all those deals ready to get hooked up for you. And, of course, my cohorts are on the line ready to start dropping some grease. Rodney Knuppel from Knuppel Sports. You can check these guys out on knuppelsports.com. Central Illinois' finest, giving us some grease. Last night, your boys over in Illinois got it done. That dog was barking. Went down to Nebraska and taken down that big money line, plus 250, 31-24 over Nebraska. Illinois right now, the number 24 ranked team in the nation, an overtime win. Dylan Raiola showed us why he was the dynamic 5-star recruit to get the start at Nebraska, but that dog was a little bit too much last night. Illinois got a quarterback that no one's ever heard of. I can't even really remember his name. Altmaier, that's his last name here. 215 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air. Very efficient passing. Rodney, what do you think about your Fighting Illini? They're a dog that you can put back on your list this season coming into week 4 and then going into week 5. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Altmaier is probably going to play on Sundays if he can stay healthy. I know he's a guy a lot of people haven't heard of, but he's playing really well and has a lot of tools. And how disastrous was that overtime for Nebraska last night? Oh my goodness, they blew that one pretty bad. But yes, Illinois with the big dog win last night.
There you go, Illinois taking it down, putting cash in your pocket. Another dog win last night on this quick college football recap being brought to you by my friends over at Fubo TV. All money, all sports, no bull, no credit check, no deposit, nothing like that. Just sign up on the app and you can get where you want to be. Stanford coming out of that ACC last night, getting a tight one over Syracuse, another road dog that was barking. Going to throw this one over to you, Ronnie B. We know you were at the book yesterday taking a look at this one. On the quick recap, you take a look at this guy for the Orange, this Kyle McCord kid, man, 339 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. Very efficient passing game. And he's playing lights out. So, again, in the ACC, it's been a toss-up. It's been a shake-up. 2-1 overall, same record as Q's and Boston College. Is Stanford going to make a comeback in college football now that they've switched out of a tougher conference going down to the ACC? Ronnie B., go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I did watch that game last night. It was back and forth. It was mistake-ridden. McCord has a great arm. He was rushed too many times. Those two interceptions hurt him. One of them ran back for a pick six. So I don't know if Stanford's ready to say they're back. The quarterback, Daniels, is pretty talented, but, he threw 2 picks, and he likes to run the ball more than throw it from what I see. So we'll see what Stanford does. It was a good game, very competitive last night, but I think the mistakes hurt Syracuse last night.
There you go. The mistakes hurt Syracuse. Syracuse falling to 2-1. So again, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the grease for this morning. Being brought to you by our friends over again at Fubo TV. Guys, you got to get Fubo TV. 7 days free, 15% off, up to $30 off your first month. We just had a price drop as well. So if you get the $50 package, only $20 in 7 days. So let's jump into today's action. We've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. We're going to stay here in the ACC. North Carolina State, the Wolfpack, dog barking, a long dog. This one could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Plus 17.5, total 44, plus 575 on the money line. Going up against those Clemson Tigers, who again, guys, these young men have proven what they can do, absolutely obliterating Appalachian State, getting in the win column in the ACC. And today they're expected to win big over North Carolina State. Rodney, this is the one I sent you on the line here. North Carolina State plus 17.5. Too many points for Clemson. Is it one of those situations where Clemson is now going to start dominating because Florida State is not dominating? Florida State right now at 0-3 in the ACC. So does Clemson see their opportunity to try to get into that college football playoff again by dominating? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a good Clemson team today. I think if you would have asked me 3 weeks ago before the start of the season, I probably would have taken NC State plus 17.5. But, boy, they have not looked very good, and Clemson's starting to look better. Cade Klubnik, probably the best player on the field there. Although it is a game where it's the probably one of the coaches we like least in Dabo Swinney against a really good guy in Dave Moore there in North Carolina State. But I'm going to take Clemson to cover that big spread.
He's taking Clemson on the big spread, minus 17.5. Ronnie B., what say ye here? North Carolina State having some trouble with the powder puffs, but you got the spread 64% on North Carolina State. So the public is looking at that plus 17.5 and saying it may be too much. Clemson, again, not getting the type of wins that we've seen over the last couple of years, but with the shakeup in the ACC, they could dominate. Florida State's going to be nowhere to be found near the college football playoff this year. Do you think Clemson can get you that big spread? Do you want to buy it back? Or is this one just priced incorrectly, which is what I personally think, a little bit too much for North Carolina State, if maybe you could get them back to maybe, say, a plus 10, plus 15, but can Clemson beat these guys by 3 touchdowns going up as if they were playing Appalachian State? Ronnie B., go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was discussing Clemson with you last week, and I think that they showed their colors last week. They came out and played. You can't look at the first game against Georgia. You got to throw that one out and say, yeah, we learned our lesson, and we're going to move forward. And I think they'll continue to move forward today. The line came down from what I see from 18 to 17. But I'd bet Clemson. I don't think that's going to be a problem with NC State today. Clemson's at home.
Yep.
Dabo will have them ready to go.
There you go. These two guys gave you the point spread on it. I'm liking the total in this game. It's 44. When I looked at it, I said, if Clemson can start scoring like they did last week in North Carolina State, based on this spread, gives me at least 2 touchdowns. I like the over here. It's a short over, 44. If North Carolina State picks up the defense and Clemson starts falling apart, I mean, that could be a bad pick. But my 2 guys on the line said they like Clemson to cover that spread. So, again, you might want to take a look at what they have to offer. Rodney, really quickly, let the fans know who you are. Tell them where they can find your website. Ronny B, I'll give you that same opportunity while I pull up this next game. Go ahead, Rodney.
Yeah, you can head on over to Twitter at Knuppel, Knuppel. Rodney is my handle there. I like to talk sports with any and everybody, and then I promote. I've got a show tomorrow morning and throughout the week, and we can go to Noob Sports, KNUPSports.com, and we'll talk to you anytime.
There you go, Noob Sports, KNUPSports.com. Again, out in the Midwest, Central Illinois. Ronny B, tell them where they can find your picks out here in Las Vegas. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, you can find me on Instagram at RonnyB702, RONNYB702. On Instagram, we put out some daily free plays. And then you go to the website, Advantage Plays, and get our daily pick for a low $29.99 a day.
There you go, low $29.99. We got to love it there. Ronny B, professional handicapper. Again, guys, I got the best cappers in the game on my show. We're going to move into another big dog today. You got the UCLA Bruins, huge dog barking, plus 1,000 on the money line, plus 21.5 on the spread. 56.5 is the total, going up against LSU. LSU today is at home with that big spread, minus 21.5, minus 2,000. I mean, nobody's betting a mortgage on LSU. That's a clear alumni bet. But talking about dogs here today, because we got a couple of big names in big dog positions. Can UCLA bounce back? They had that loss last week with Indiana. Indiana beat them 42-13. And then these guys ended up beating Hawaii in week 1. These guys have only played 2 games, 16-13. Do you think that UCLA has a scoring problem? And we talk about coaching. Rodney, I'll throw this one at you. And again, I appreciate you coming on with me this morning, getting ready to go to this short commercial break after the breakdown on this game. But the UCLA Bruins, can they get inside of the spread today? They haven't been able to put up a lot of points. And when you can't put up a lot of points, it can be hard to beat teams. And I think that's why they got priced out in that huge spread going up against LSU. Go ahead, Rodney.
No, they're not going to be able to cover the spread. I don't think UCLA is any good at all. I fell into their trap there last week and thought they could cover against Indiana. That didn't happen. And this is not Indiana, and this is not Pasadena when they go to Baton Rouge. I think LSU rolls big today. I'm going to take the Tigers.
He's taking the Tigers, telling you LSU's going to run all over the Bears. The Bruins, that is. Ronny B, you're going to stay on the line with me. Rodney, thank you so much for coming on the line with me this morning. Quick thoughts.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. I appreciate you as well, man. Again, Rodney Knuppel, guys, over at Noob Sports. Again, he's got to get out of here, get prepared for his sports betting day. Thank you so much for your contributions. You can stay on the line with me here, but Ronny B, real quick, UCLA, LSU, do you think the Tigers get a 3-touchdown win today? Go ahead.
I believe they do. Just quarterback comparisons are off the charts. Gilbert is not that good for UCLA. And Newsire throwing 69%, 10 touchdowns, only 1 pick. I don't think it'll be a close game at all in this jungle that they're going to go to.
There you go. Right on. He's telling you to go with the LSU Tigers. They're going to get you paid today. Big spread with these guys. I'm just going to be looking at this one. I just want to give you guys a couple of big dogs here when they get back from the short commercial break. More with my main man, Ronny B. Rodney Knuppel, any final shout-outs before you get out of here? Go ahead, brother.
No, just to you and all the work you've done and the great work you've done, and I appreciate you, and I try to listen in all the time to you, so I appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate you as well. I appreciate you guys all out in Las Vegas. Ronny B here, locked on the line with me, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. When we get back from this short commercial break, guys, it's more college football, more dogs, more bets, USC and Michigan, and then we're going to be getting into that Baylor versus Colorado. Want to give a quick shout-out to my main man, Daryl Harris, over at KLAS CBS 8, and little Sebastian. He's got a little bit of a cold today, but Uncle JB is wishing the best for you. You get well soon. Ronny B, any quick shout-outs before I take this commercial break? Go ahead.
We're going to say happy birthday to Seiko over at the Marriott. I hope she has a great day today.
There you go. Wishing a happy birthday out to the crew over at the Marriott. You said her name was Sable?
Seiko, S-E-I-K-O, Seiko.
There you go, Miss Seiko. Happy birthday from Ronny B and VSX. Ronny B gave you that shout-out. JB the Ticket giving you the grease. When we get back, more college football, more picks. Let's get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
game with Fubo TV. Over 100 live channels, including NFL Network, NBA TV, and FS1. Don't miss any of the action. Get 7 days free on us at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled. Get Fubo TV.
More fire, more heat.
You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball. JB the Ticket.
Giving you that grit.
Vegas Scoreboard Express.
Always spitting that explosive fire.
Back at you live, all money, all sports, no bull. JB the Ticket, VSX Digital Sports Networks, right here on KSHP in Las Vegas, 107.1 FM AM 1400, giving you guys the grease to put the cash in your pocket this morning. College football, week 4, back on the line with you, my main man, Ronny B, the king of the Rampart Casino. Follow him on Instagram at RonnyB702. That's RONNY, the letter B702. Again, Ronny, thank you so much for hanging on the line with me. Also, giving another shout out to my main man, Rodney Knuppel, over at Noob Sports, telling you guys to take some of those big spreads on the favorites. Moving into a smaller game now, talking about spreads, the USC Trojans. That's right, you guys will be able to listen to this game right here on KSHP, AM 1400, 107.1 FM. We are the flagship station for the USC Trojans. They're heading out to Ann Arbor today to take on Michigan. Now, the Trojans are ranked number 11 in the nation, right outside of the top 10. Michigan, with some of their atrocious performances, are still in the top 25 at number 18. Both 2 wins. Michigan with that 1 loss. Michigan, the dog position at a +4.5, total of 44. When you take a look at this game here, Ronny B, I know we like looking at where the Trojans are at now in the Big Ten, still playing some solid football, not getting beat down. Is there an opportunity for the Trojans today to move into that top 10 by putting a hurting on Michigan? Because what we've seen with Michigan at home when Texas beat them at the Big House, they are not invincible this year. And I think the Wolverines, when playing top talent like the USC Trojans, could be in trouble. Again, that spread in the dog position for the Michigan Wolverines, +4, +162. But you've got the Trojans here at -195. Not too expensive, but some value there if you want to go with the Trojans to win by a touchdown, in my opinion. But, Ronny, what say ye?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been looking at this game all week because obviously back in the day, Michigan-USC, you're talking premier game on Saturday. Everybody's waiting for Keith Jackson to rev up the engines. But look at this Michigan team. This will be the third time out of 4 games they're the underdog, and at home twice already. So this is I think this is a trap game for people if you take a look at it. Everybody's looking at USC. Yeah, they're coming out smoking. Miller Moss is throwing the ball down the field. And the defense looks better. Everything is great. And then this Michigan team comes into their home stadium today.
It's a low price.
The line has moved from 5.5 to 4 to Michigan's money. We're changing the quarterback for Michigan today. And they run the ball. Now, the weakness I see with UCLA, they give up almost a little over 4 yards a rush. So I think it's going to be a grinding game. I think Michigan's going to try and rush the ball and then maybe throw over the top when they bring the line in for USC. I don't know. I think that 4 points is attractive to me.
There you go. He's liking Michigan in the 4-point spread. Let's talk a little bit about the USC Trojans here, that difference in rushing. For Michigan, you've got the young man Mullings here. He's got 36 rushes, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns with a long rush of 38. And then on the other side for USC, you've got Marks at 29, 171 yards on 29 attempts, for 3 touchdowns. So very similar on the running back position. But where I see the change is the team's total offense. You look at what USC can do. Average pass yards a game, over 336 yards a game. Michigan, you said they're switching quarterbacks. There's a reason why. 153 yards a game total. Less than half of what's going on for the USC Trojans today. And then the average rush yards, the Trojans do have the slight less at 159, giving that edge over to the Michigan Wolverines at 176 on the ground. So a total of yards, almost 100 more yards for USC, 495 a game versus 329 a game for Michigan. Talking about that total of 44. Defense. Is this going to be a Michigan Wolverines defensive scrum here to try to keep it under and keep it close? The way it's priced, it's looking like it's going to shoot under. Ronnie B., go ahead.
Well, I'd have to agree with you on that and lean that way, just because I don't think that Michigan wants to get in a run-and-shoot game with these guys. I think they just want to run the ball. If they can establish the run a little bit and get a few first downs and move the ball, they can sneak a 4 or 5 yard pass and see what happens after the catch. But they average 176 yards rushing, Michigan, which is a little more than USC. So if they both run the ball, I think that clock will keep moving. And with the new rules in college football, the clock doesn't stop. So
right.
I would lean to the under in this one.
Right, leaning to the under in this one as well. I'm telling you, I'm not taking a side on this because I want to see what USC can do on the road. They actually got to see a little bit of Jordan Maivia last week, the former UNLV quarterback. Shout out to those UNLV running Rebels, too. They got into the top 25 coaches poll, just like I told you would happen. Again, Barry Odom has got those boys playing well. I think they're on a bye week, but much deserved. Let's talk about another one here, Ronnie. I didn't send it to you, but we've got some time in between guests here. Again, my main man going to be coming in from Denver Sports Betting, Gilbert Riley, a.k.a. my main man, Gilly, from Denver Sports Betting, Mile High Sports Radio. Going to be finishing out the show with that Colorado Baylor game, but I want to throw another dog in here for you. Georgia Tech, this is the team that beat Florida State over in Ireland back in the beginning of the season. Plus 10 on the spread today, going up against the Louisville Cardinal, who a lot of folks haven't been talking about. The spread, 73%, now it's 75% on Georgia Tech, and the total of 56.5, 60% of the money is on the over. What say ye? I think Georgia Tech is a dog that's barking. No one's talking about them. They don't have a lot of people in their ear, but I think that overall, as a football team, very well balanced. Okay, 3-1. They did take a slight loss to Syracuse, but then came back last week on a tune-up, beating up on Virginia Military Institute, aka VMI, 59-7. I think we got a big dog here in Georgia Tech going up against the Louisville team that, again, played a lot of powder puffs early in the season. This will be their first test of some good football. They started off with Jacksonville State and Austin Peay, both of which they beat well over plus 30. So, again, Louisville's got their first real Division I team coming in today with Georgia Tech in that dog position, plus 10. What say ye, Ronnie B.?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just now looking a little bit at this game because I didn't check it out, but they look like they're going to both shoot this score up over the total of 57. They like to throw the ball, both teams. I'm not well-versed on either team, but we have what's Louisville? They got them ranked 19th in the country right now. So I haven't been able to watch it, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to watch this game today just because it intrigues me. I've seen Georgia Tech play. They're legit. They got a good ball team. I think it should be a competitive game. I think, again, it's going to be quarterbacks. I think the line has moved towards Georgia Tech from opening at 11 to minus 10. So if I had to play this game out there to public, I'd take the points. I think 10 is a big number, and I think Georgia Tech can score the ball.
I do as well. Georgia Tech right now, rotation number 331, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, plus 10, plus 295 on the money line. Kind of juicy here. Win by one, lose by none, get the money. The Louisville Cardinal, their first road dog, if you will, with some teeth at home today. Rotation number 332, the Louisville Cardinal, minus 10, minus 370. Do I think the total can go over in this one? I absolutely do. I think both of these teams are going to be getting up and down the field to have a great afternoon of football. So again, Ronnie B., we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, more college football. Again, at the end of the show, Colorado versus Buffalo. Our guys from Mile High Sports Radio going to be calling all the way in from Las Vegas. Give us some of that inside grease. I was actually on Mile High Sports Radio earlier in the week. Again, shout out to my main man Gilbert over there. Brian Garcia, CEO, all the friends over in Denver and Boulder, Colorado areas that listen into JB the Ticket each and every weekend. And you can do the same thing here, too, on KSHP.com, jbtheticket.com. Click that live link. And if you're in your car this morning, 107.1 FM, AM 1400, I really do appreciate you listening to me because I get up each and every weekend and do this for you. They don't pay me millions of dollars like the rest of those talking heads on TV that's going to cost you money. I'm JB the Ticket. I'm never going to cost you money. And if I do, I come right back the next day and put cash in your pocket. Ronnie B., quick shout-outs. And then we'll take this commercial break. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, we're going to go over to the Marriott here shortly, and hopefully all the guys here are ready to make some money today.
There you go. Ronnie B., keep it on the line with me, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. We're doing what? Getting money.
You're listening to the boss of the big board.
STN Sports is the only sports betting app you need this season. STN Sports has it all. In-play betting, mobile parlay cards, the Play Plus card to fund and withdraw from anywhere in Nevada, and the latest lines on every game. STN Sports even lets you earn rewards on every bet. Safe and easy betting from your phone or tablet. Go to stationcasinosports.com or sign up at any Station Casino, Fiesta Wildfire, or the El Cortez. Details at the sportsbooks.
Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Yo. You're in the mix. World's finest, man.
You are rocking with the hottest. Put your hands up for the boss. The Mix Master is live. Get ready.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball. JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that green.
Back at you live, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. My main man, Ronny B. VSX contributor, been down with the VSX crew for many, many years. Again, Ronny's still on the line with me. Go ahead.
Yes, I am, JB.
That's what I'm talking about. Giving the grease out here in Las Vegas each and every weekend. You guys got to tune in. We're back full time, baby. It's football season. No breaks, no days off. 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific time each and every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday morning college football and Sunday morning pro football. Let's jump back into this college football again, being brought to you by our friends over at BetUS and Fubo TV. Shout out to BetUS. These guys have been hooking you guys up. 125% bonus on your initial deposit. Go over to betus.com in the legal jurisdiction. Use offer code Victor Sam X-Ray. That's VSX 125 for that 125% bonus. Want to give a quick shout out to my main man Tariq over at Green here in Las Vegas. United States Marine veteran, always listening to the show. I really do appreciate you. So, Ronny, let's jump back into it. This is another game that I actually pulled up today. Me and Ronny will be able to drop a little bit of grease. Staying in the SEC, let's move down to the SEC. Arkansas today, plus 2.5 on the line at Auburn. Now, these are two teams in the SEC that no one has been talking about this year, but they've been playing some really good football. Total 54.5. You got the Arkansas Razorbacks at plus 120 on the line in the dog position on the road. Auburn, the Tigers, again, 55% of the money is on Arkansas, but Auburn has really stepped up their defensive efforts this year. They played some very powder puff teams, blew them out, played Alabama A&M 73-3. They ended up losing to Cal, though. That was something that was a little bit shocking. The Cal Bears were able to get them by a touchdown, 14-21, but then came back last week and obliterated University of New Mexico 45-19. So I think Auburn is back to form. Again, they don't have a lot of fanfare coming out of the South, out of the SEC. All the talk is about Alabama, but I think that the Auburn Tigers could possibly play spoiler, and then their opponent today and the Arkansas Razorbacks are just as good. Ronny B., how do we split this one? Plus 2.5 to the dog or to the favorite? Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a coincidence that you pulled this game out. It's one that I gave out to my clients today. Gave them early in the week, though, so they were able to get 4 points. I took Arkansas plus the 4. Now we're down to 2.5. So I don't know if people are following and listening to me, or that the public has finally realized that Arkansas is a really good team.
Ronny, you know they're listening to you. You're the king of the Rampart Casino. You've been down with this show for so long, man. People are always asking me, where's your guy Ronny B? I'm like, he's probably somewhere counting money, hanging out with champagne and the ladies. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, Arkansas, do I want to take him dog today at plus 2.5, or do I want to go money line? You only get $10 extra money line, and if the spread has come down, do you think it would behoove you maybe, Ronny, to, if you can at your book, depending on where you bet, buy him up back to that plus 5.5, plus 6, give yourself a touchdown cushion with Auburn. Do you think that could be a bet? Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you, it's at this point with the 2.5, the book is telling you that they're in trouble. Okay, they put it under the 3 number, which if you buy it up to 3, you're going to pay some extra juice on it.
Right.
If you're going to play the game now, I would advise taking a money line in Arkansas. I believe Arkansas can win this game outright. That's why I bet it myself, JB.
There you go, Ronnie B putting his money where his mouth is. He's telling you, go with that dog, the Arkansas Razorbacks. I got to concur here, man. When you got a dog in the South, in the SEC, 2 evenly matched teams, I want to see something happen on the offensive side of the ball. But that total, 54.5, I think this could be one of those under-type wins if Arkansas is able to pick up that defense. Do you think that Auburn can get more offense? Because what I've seen out of Auburn is they play strong defense and they try to catch you at the end. But Arkansas, these guys like to get out and run up the score early. They played Arkansas Pine Bluff in the first week, 70-0. They ended up losing to Oklahoma State in week 2 in overtime. And then they beat a UAB team that surprisingly put up a lot of points and got inside of their spread as a dog last week, 37-27. But you're still heavy on Arkansas. I like them as a dog today. Talking about that point spread total, though, of 54.5. You think we can go over? Or will it be a defensive scrum to go under? Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I try to educate the gamblers I talk to that are my clients and stuff. And what you do is you look at this number. It opened up at 58, okay? The house usually knows pretty much exactly how this game's going to fall. How many times have you seen a half-point or a point game, okay? So now we're down to 54.5. So we've lost 3.5 points, which is a score, okay? So I don't know, with these 2 high-powered offenses, I think the house is getting beat up with the under here, but I think the house is going to win on this. I like the total going over. I think the public, I like to fade the public when it goes that deep.
There you go, fading the public, Ronnie B. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to bring him on the line with us. My main man, Gilbert Riley from Denver Sports Betting, MileHighSports.com, chomping at the bit to get on here and talk about that Colorado and Baylor game. That's right. I'm still talking about Coach Prime. I heard some comments this week. Hope they weren't shady towards me, but we're going to come back and give you the grease anyway. Could that dog be barking in Baylor? We'll let you know. Keep it locked here, and let's get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, J.P. the Ticket. Hey, Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you that grease.
The London Bridge Resort in Lake Havasu is the perfect place to vacation in style. Their beautifully designed suites include stunning views, a kitchenette, and free Wi-Fi. The well-reviewed and affordable resort has tons of amenities, including a breakfast buffet, kids camp, a 9-hole golf course, 3 pools, a marina, boat tours, a water slide, and a great nightlife scene. London Bridge Resort is centrally located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Go to londonbridgeresort.com to plan your getaway today. London Bridge Resort, your Arizona oasis destination.
Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Steiner's, the Nevada style pub invites you to play the best tavern, keno, and video poker in Vegas. Promos are how we roll to make the most of your gaming dollars here with us. Come play our proud partner gaming promotion, Fly Aviators Fly, and receive daily free play, bonuses, and more. With a chance to win awesome brand of prizes and big money for all the jackpots each week. It's not only great gaming that Steiner's Pub has, it's the 24 awesome rotating draft beers and Vegas' best appetizers to match. So join us in supporting your Las Vegas Aviators, Golden Knights, Lights, Aces, and the Raiders as we make history in Vegas. Steiner's, the Nevada style pub at 8410 West Cheyenne, 1750 North Buffalo, and Las Vegas Boulevard at Windmill. Steiner's, I love this place.
You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network. Who let the dogs out? You're listening to the boss of the big boy, JP the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you that grease.
Back at you live, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Who let the dogs out? Because I got him live here from Denver, Colorado. My main man, Gilbert Riley from Denver Sports Betting. and the Mile High Sports Network, 98.1 FM out in Denver, Colorado. Good morning to you, Gilbert. How you doing, my man?
Good morning, JB, man. I'm doing good. I appreciate you having me on the call, man.
I'm so glad to have you here. I appreciate you guys having me on your show earlier this week out on Mile High Sports in Denver, Colorado. You guys got to check these guys out. Denver Sports Betting on Instagram, denversportsbetting.com, and I think you guys are Denver Sports Betting too over on the X-Bird. But again, this is Riley Gilbert, one of their chief handicappers, producer and host of their show. And we're getting ready to get into it, man. We want to talk a little bit about your Colorado Buffaloes, okay? The Colorado Buffaloes are at home today playing the Baylor Bears. Again, shout out to Darryl Harris, Baylor Bears alumnus. And I'm sure he's listening at home today. But again, let's get into your Colorado team, man, because this was a team that came in with a lot of fanfare last year, started off with fireworks going 4-0, and then fell all the way off the cliff. And I'm talking like a precipitous fall, costing people money left and right. I think these guys lost like 4 or 5 straight games. And then earlier in this year, they went out to Nebraska and they lost to Nebraska. Illinois was able to beat them. But now you're expecting to beat a Baylor team coming in with those Texas boys looking to make some noise. And the price is almost a pick 'em today. Let's see what your thoughts are. Gilbert, go ahead.
Absolutely, man. Listen, the only 2 words you need to know is Travis Hunter, dude. Big 12, Defensive Player of the Week. Let's go, baby. This man is unstoppable. Anytime you got Travis Hunter on your squad, man, you have a chance, right? Now, listen, Baylor's going to come in. They're going to do what they do. They have a decent defense, no question, but they got a 2-quarterback situation over there. They got Robinson, I think Finn, who's the other guy. And I'm not even really sure who's going to be starting at this point. But Coach Prime, listen, I believe, baby. I believe.
He believes. He believes.
I had to, listen, I like CU at -114, obviously, just because that's the hometown pick. But really what I was looking at is kind of the total, man. I think, CU has a lot of holes in their defense. And again, it's kind of the opposite coin of Baylor. Baylor has a decent defense. CU has a little bit of holes in there. So really, man, I like the total on this game, to be quite honest with you. I like the 51.5. I like going over on that. I think it's going to be, it's another primetime game, and I feel like, primetime for primetime, why not make the score as high as you can at this point?
There you go, Coach. A prime is ready in prime to go today. -1 for the Buffaloes. Ronny B throwing this one over at you. Are you a believer? When I look at that Colorado team, there's so many questions, and again, I don't want to get too much into it because when I was on your show earlier this week, I think I might have said something that pissed off Coach Prime. I don't know why they talking about the players like that. They mad because the players is getting money. They ain't getting money. Man, I've been getting money for years, okay? I'm old. I got credit that could help you out, okay? So it's not about that. And if that comment was directed to me, I'm talking about sports betting, okay? Sports betting is key. If a kid is getting $1 million to throw ducks, I'm going to let people know.
Yes, sir.
And if you're getting $1 million to get run over by a 5'8" running back every single time, I'm going to let them know. So again, here in Las Vegas, Ronny B, your thoughts on this Colorado team? You look at Baylor, they've got 3 quarterbacks. None of them are necessarily better than the other. You got Robinson and Finn, very, very similar stats here. No interceptions except for the Finn kid throwing 2. But on the other side, Shadur Sanders, this guy's already got 1,000 yards this year. We know he's going to be a first-round pick, best quarterback pick in the draft this year, based on what I'm seeing around the college football landscape. 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. Do you think he can produce enough offense today, though, to get that over? Because you heard my main man Gilbert Riley over at Mile High Sports Radio. He thinks it can go over. And I worry about Colorado's offense this year. Last year it was high-powered. This year it seems to be a little more pedestrian, if you will. Ronny B, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what. I watched the Baylor game last week because I had them against Air Force, so I was lucky enough to pull that one out. First half wasn't good, but Baylor came out in the second half and controlled the game. Now, Colorado's coming off the matchup against Colorado State last week, so there might be a little letdown after playing the in-state rival. The line is showing you that because it started out at 1.5. It just dipped a half a point, but it's going. The money is coming in on Baylor. I'm not playing this game personally, but what I'm talking about here with everybody this morning is the total does not intrigue me. I like the under in this game. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think they'll control Shadur and see what happens. But if Colorado keeps their cool and goes, they have the 2 guys that are talented above Fark, both NFL players. But if you're going to play the game, play the under. It'll be a controlled game.
He's telling you it's going to be a controlled game. Gilbert, going back to you on the defensive side, you talk about the Colorado Buffaloes, another former NFL star, NFL Hall of Famer Warren Sapp. defensive coordinator. Does Warren Sapp have the personnel that he really wants on that side of the ball, though? Because, again, I'm expecting to see dominance out of that defense. And, again, the expectations were high. And most people have tempered their expectations now of this Colorado team. Not a lot of coverage on it. Again, the coach is mad at all the media this year. Well, that's what happens when you say you're bringing in Louis and you show up with American Tourister. I think that was the comment that they didn't like. But talking about that defense, you said there's a lot of holes over there. I thought that was why Warren Sapp was brought in to shore that up. And, again, you talk about Travis Hunter being the defensive player of the week in the Big 12. Doesn't he play on offense? Guy's a great two-way player. Can you just rely on him to win the game for you every single week? And that defense, when are they going to start getting quarterback sacks? That's what Warren Sapp was known for. Go ahead, Gilbert.
So, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, I can't deny that, the Bucs definitely have the holes in there. And as you know, right, to get these commits and these recruits here over in Colorado, it is tough, no question. But they've shown a lot of promise, man. They've kind of started to do, and get some turnovers. Granted, albeit it was against CSU, which isn't necessarily very great, but it was, a hometown rivalry that's very big here in Colorado, obviously. And I think that, once they can start really getting these turnovers, they got, I think, 2 interceptions last game, 1 fumble. So I just think that, as long as they can continue to focus on that, they're gonna do what they need to do. And again, ultimately, I think, that's why I play the overs. I think there's some defensive scores in this game.
Yeah, defense.
I think, again, like I said, you got 2 words, Travis Hunter. Anytime you have him on both sides of the ball, man, this guy is playing to win every single time, no matter what the situation is. And he might take one to the house tonight, man.
Well, we can hope so. When you talk about it, back over to the Baylor side, Ronnie B., your friends down in Texas, you look at this team and you see their defense is stout. The offense is the issue here, but their defense, very, very strong. Do you think Shedeur Sanders gets back into one of those backfield sack situations that he was seeing last year? Can the Colorado offensive line hold up versus that defensive line of Baylor? Because I think they got a couple of second, third rounders in the NFL on that line if these guys decide to come out. But again, Colorado, +1, -1. You guys can play with this spread all day. I mean, it's going to be a win-by-1, lose-by-none situation here. Colorado is at home. Gilbert, thank you so much for coming on the show. I just want to thank you because I know you got to get out of here shortly. But Ronnie B., do you think that offensive line of Colorado can hold up against the defensive line of Baylor? Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I think the second half, again, is going to lean Baylor. That defense is strong, and they control Air Force on the running game. So if you can control that option that Air Force has, Colorado's going to have to put the ball in the air, and I don't think they can do it continuously.
There you go. Ronnie B., the king of the Rampart Casino. He's going to stay on the line with me. Gilbert Riley, my main man over at Denver Sports Betting, Mile High Sports Radio, 98.1 FM, out in Denver, Colorado. Again, thank you so much for coming on the line today. Your final thoughts. We know you're going with Colorado today. Only -115 on the money line, -105 on Baylor. Very cheaply priced game. Hard to squeeze some cash out, but this is going to be a betting game for bragging rights. Your final thoughts. Go ahead.
Man, like I said, once again, I appreciate you guys having me on. Like I said, I'll be out here in Denver. Like I said, it's going to be CU's homecoming game. Again, all white unis should be appearing tonight, so it's going to be a show. There's no question about it. It's primetime football. Like I said, I like the total. I'm still going with the over 51.5, man. Best of luck to everybody out there that's playing. Remember, man, follow us at Betting Denver for Denver Sports Betting. Me, Gilly the One, B2B _ Gilly the One at Twitter. But again, man, I do appreciate you guys having me on, and let's hope for a good game at least. As long as we got entertainment, baby, that's what counts.
That's right, Fox Sports, and you guys can watch this game on Fubo TV. Pick up that Fubo TV again. My main man, Gilbert Riley, Denver Sports Betting. Thank you so much for stopping by. Also, another quick shout out to your CEO and boss over there, Ryan Garcia. He used to come on the show with me back in the day, but I see he's got some cohorts over there that know what they're talking about. Ronnie B., you keep on the line with me, and you guys keep on the line with me here in Las Vegas, because when I come back, best plays of the day, and then we're getting to the sports book. Let's get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you that grease.
JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express, back at you live here. Ronnie B giving you the last picks of the day. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. College Football Saturday. Hope we were able to give you some grease. Shout out to my main man, Rodney Knuppel from Noob Sports stopping by. My main man, Gilbert Riley, Denver Sports Betting, dropping some fresh grease for him. And again, of course, my main man, Ronnie B here from VSX Digital Sports Network. So, Ronnie, it's that time again. We got to get ready to go to the sports book. What's your best play of the day, my friend? Go ahead.
I gave out to the clients Fox game at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to go Oklahoma State minus the 2 at home. We got Cameron Rising for Utah that's questionable with his hand. So I'm going to take Oklahoma State at home.
He's taking Oklahoma State at home. And, guys, you know where I'm going with this one. I'm sticking with one of my dogs today. I'm taking a look at it. I like the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'm going to try to spend a little bit of money, buy them up to that touchdown, and see if we can get some cash. But most importantly, again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Any final shout-outs, Ronnie B, and then we just got to go ahead and get out of here. There's money to be made. Dogs are barking today. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's tell Lee over at the Marriott, quit betting those 16 parlays, Lee.
Stop betting those 16-team parlays and listen to JB the Ticket and Vegas Scoreboard Express. Get the money.
Vegas Scoreboard Express. You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. Giving you that grip.